this moment, the Wehrmacht player does not really have a choice but to retreat back to his base, although that pack will most probably get decrewed. That flanking move by the Wehrmacht player was rather very nice, so that actually resulted in him getting the majority of the Wehrmacht forces out, and even being able to harass the Wehrmacht player right outside of his base at his cutoff, which of course means spells doom for the resource income of the Wehrmacht player. We are currently at the 14-minute, 19, 20, 21, 22 second mark, and we had an M8 mine being attempted to lay down right outside the Wehrmacht quarters of the Wehrmacht player, but it actually did not pay off. Some pioneers trying to repair the Wehrmacht quarters actually get taken out by the fire of the M8, and that is a vet to M8 with 15 infantry kills and 2 building kills, which is of course most probably wire or something in that fashion, wire or sandbags or something like that, although I don't think I saw the sandbags, so that may actually be completely wrong by my side. Some riflemen attempting to attack. What are they doing? They're in danger of going down? But they will be retreating, as it seems. No, they won't be retreating after all, so another squad of riflemen going down for the American player. This is some losses that you surely do not see, do not want to see happen to your infantry squads, especially when you only actually, never mind, he actually replenished, yeah, it's the first squad of riflemen that he loses, but he had lost 2 engineer squads some seconds ago. The med bunker actually went down, so that's good as well. Now, Bard riflemen in a building taking on folks out of cover that do not seem to be attempting to throw a grenade. The M8 comes to help, however, the pack is nearby. That M8 needs to be a little bit careful. It's very low at health, so it shouldn't be wise for it to stay there that much longer. However, without grenades being thrown at the house, those riflemen there really had no problem taking not 1 but 2 folks grenadier squads, so that's something that the Wehrmacht player should have actually realized rather sooner and retreated or adjust his play. So that being said, and with his med bunker done and his veterans is still being at level 1 for his infantry, at this moment the Wehrmacht player is in a kind of precarious situation. He needs to plan and execute his next moves rather carefully. He needs to find a way to deal with the M8 and of course with the Bard riflemen. I did not see in all these engagements any doctrine abilities being used like for the Fatherland. His buildings do not have an MG42 on the top, so he is most probably either Terror or Blitzkrieg or nothing. So if I were to guess, since I haven't seen any stormtroopers on the field, I would say he has gone for Terror doctrine, which I do not think is gonna be paying off, as always, rather early in the games that the Wehrmacht player opts to go for that particular doctrine. So he will have to make ends meet without the help of something rather strong as the stormtroopers or for the Fatherland or something like that. And now with the infantry numbers for the Wehrmacht player increasing and the veterancy going up to level 2, the American player has responded rather perfectly with 2 snipers of his own. 2 snipers plus the infantry doctrine means that those snipers came out on the field rather quickly. Their build time is of course reduced, and these 2 snipers are going to be a pain to deal with for the Wehrmacht player unless he gets a counter snipe of his sniper of his own and trying to counter snipe. But you have to remember there are 2 American snipers on the field, so even in counter snipe it's most probably not going to work for the Wehrmacht player, since the American player will remain with 1 sniper of his own. Now 3 grenadier squads, 1 Volks, 1 MG42 and 1 pack on the field. Some artillery came down just some moments ago in the position, towards the position of an MG42. Did not actually manage to do much. The MG42 just retreated, and those 2 snipers are now without any effective counter on the field, except for the sniper that the Wehrmacht player got, so never mind that. I just did not see the Wehrmacht sniper. The Wehrmacht sniper, why don't you counter-snipe? Oh my god, he missed an opportunity to counter-snipe the American sniper without being counter-sniped himself. Let's see if he's gonna counter-snipe now, and he's not. Actually, he is, so there you go. One American sniper down for the American player. M8 trying to make a move towards the position of the Wehrmacht forces will actually be taken down by the concentrated fire of the pack and the Volksgrenadier equipped with Panzerschreck. Second sniper by the US being hunted out by a Grenadier squad equipped with bars. Second sniper for the US goes down, and this is a complete 180-degree turn of events for the American player. So this is going nowhere near good for the American player, having lost 680 manpower within a matter of seconds, having lost his M8 as well. However, he does manage to kill the Wehrmacht sniper on the retreat, but 3 rifleman squads, no engineers, no snipers, no M8s, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because now the Wehrmacht player has all the time he needs to cut back the map, take the resources, and even take up even further to whatever he wishes. We are, of course, currently at the 20-minute, 9, 10, 11, 12-second mark, and let's see what the American player chooses to do. Excuse me there. He actually gets a sniper once again, and this time, of course, he managed to kill the Wehrmacht sniper, so if he's a little bit more careful, he will get something out of that sniper. He'll try to harass the the Grenadiers or the MG42 teams, will give his riflemen some more backup when they're trying to advance against those all-powerful Vet-2 Wehrmacht infantry. And as we see back into the American player's base, he recently got his his supply yard upgrade, which means that his riflemen will be getting some increased rate of veterancy from the kills they managed to make. So once again, sniper taking on the MG42, which of course is a safe decision, taking on the high value targets first, or even the targets that are able to suppress your damn infantry. But he needs to be careful. Those Grenadiers may just go head on and try to hunt him down, as is the case right now. However, this time the American player is paying attention. He retreats rather early. Nothing happening, and Pioneer squad going down in the west portion of the map to those riflemen that were advancing there. Not much of a deal for the Wehrmacht player. He will be able to replace that rather shortly with no particular difficulty. We have a motorcycle out actually by the Wehrmacht player, so he opts to go for the motorcycle instead of a sniper in order to deal with the American sniper, which yeah, I would say it's okay. Well, provided the American sniper does not actually have infantry support, that motorcycle is going to be able to bring down the sniper with no problem. Any more tech buildings in the Wehrmacht player's base? No, it does not seem to be the case. Still with his Wehrmacht quarters, his quick barracks, and his infantry in packs and all that good stuff. And the American player's base equal stale situation taking wise. His motorpool that is not actually being used for the last minutes of the game, since both the M3 half-track as well as the M8 have gone down, and the infantry veterancy on the Wehrmacht player's base does not actually bode well for any vehicle played by the American player. Now, motorcycle and Grenadiers and Folks on rifleman action in this portion of the map. However, the motorcycle just goes straight for the sniper, will be trying to hunt him down. However, the stickies have been researched by the American player, and the moment that motorcycle attempted to go for the sniper, it got sticky, it died immediately. It never mattered, so the Wehrmacht player should actually try to change his way of trying to deal with the sniper. Squads of riflemen in danger of going down. However, Vet-2 riflemen with bars and unvetted riflemen with the support of the sniper being able to drive them off. American, actually Wehrmacht sniper on the field right now, and of course we will be waiting for the Wehrmacht player to counter-snipe. Engagement in the west portion of the map between Bard Riflemen and Panzerschreck-equipped Grenadiers is gonna be going, I don't know to whose favor. However, MG42 gets gunned down on the retreat by those flanking squad of Riflemen. Pack gets revealed. Sniper by the Wehrmacht player is retreating immediately. Pack is gonna get decrewed, although it does not really matter. The American player does not have any vehicles on the field. His company of choice is infantry, so he won't be having any tanks coming anytime soon. So that pack is going to be actually captured by the Wehrmacht, by the American player, and I'm not sure why. We haven't seen any vehicles anytime now by the Wehrmacht players, so I don't know what that was. In any case, it was probably a sink of, 81 manpower. I think it's 27 per rifleman to reinforce, so the American player actually lost 81 manpower for nothing. Two squads of Grenadiers, one squad of Folks, Sniper, and a nearby Pioneers taking on two Rifleman squads and a Sniper of the American player. Grenades being thrown, fire. One squad of Grenadiers retreating, nothing particularly interesting in that engagement, except for the fact that the Wehrmacht players' squads are really low on health, and we still don't have a Trias center up in the American players' base, and we are currently at the 25-minute, 15, 16, 17, 18 second mark. And now that the American veterancy starts to kick in, things are getting rather grim for the Wehrmacht player. Even his sniper got counter-sniped by the American sniper, who is at veterans level 2. And those rifleman squads are gonna be getting even harder to kill and even deadlier with their veterancy. Two squads of riflemen at veterans level 1, one squad at veterans level 2, and a sniper at veterancy level 2. And still, having seen no stormtroopers, no for the fatherland, no MG42s on top of the Wehrmacht players' buildings, no Stewed, I would say we are in for a King Tiger approaching the field any time now. But still, will that King Tiger be enough to turn the events in favor of the Wehrmacht there? I'm not so sure. A squad of infantry going down in the west portion of the map, two artillery being thrown by the American player, and more loss for the Wehrmacht forces. Losses that seem to have increased in the last minutes of the game, and once again the Wehrmacht player gets a sniper out. This time he needs to be a little bit more careful on his use of that sniper. He knows that the sniper is still around, and here it is, the King Tiger on the field. The slow, big, bulging King Tiger tries to make its move towards the east portion of the map, and some Grenadiers hit a mine that was laid there by the American player a long time ago. 3 Grenadiers go down, 2 squads of them having to retreat, and we have an off-map combat group on the field by the American player. 2 M8s with no upgrades, of course. Or do they get the upgrades? Actually, they get the upgrades. I think that was a change in the patch. They actually get all their upgrades when they come onto the field. So they have the armor skins as well as the gunners on top. And then the propaganda war on the sniper, actually. I was saying, and an 80 gun came with that off-map combat group as well. So that 80 gun actually may help the American player take on the KT. KT that actually hit a mine, kills one of the M8s, but that KT is a sitting target it's a sitting duck. What is the expression? I'm losing my words. Sitting duck for the AT gun, and if it gets ticket as well, I'm not so sure if it's gonna be able to survive, since his rear armor is facing the AT gun. It actually takes 3 shots on the tank for no cost, and the Wehrmacht sniper gets gunned down by the M8 on the retreat, so that's not good news at all as well. And we have what? Oh, that's not what I expected. Oh no. The Wehrmacht player seems to have some other stuff to do, and he leaves the game. So there you go. That was kind of anticlimactic. Damn, I can't speak. So, what can I say? It was action-packed. Yeah, it was action-packed. The end was not actually in par with the rest of the game, admittedly, but we don't have a verdict on who won, so can't really say what went wrong or what went right for each player. Yeah, it was action-packed. Those sniper fights were actually cool, although sometimes you could argue that they were mismanaged by each of the players, both on the Wehrmacht and the US side. Infantry fights throughout the game, although after veterans started to kick in for the Wehrmacht player, it was a bit of a standoff in most of them, both parties retreating with no losses, no squad losses, and then reinforcing them and back on the field, and once again going at each other with their full force. Notable things, no try center for the American player. That's something that always stands out in someone's play. And no further taking by the Wehrmacht player, who was of course saving up for the King Tiger. However, I would like to have seen there some more tanks maybe, or a tier 4 and some Ostwinds. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the game. A game with no winner, although I'm sure the used player will say otherwise. But anyway, it was another beta patch game. Hopefully the beta patch is gonna go retail soon, so we'll have more action when that happens. And with that, I bid you all farewell. I'm CoH.